Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to this video. My name is Chris. I'm a creative entrepreneur, and in today's video, I'm going to give you the exact analytical breakdown of my first 37 days of the 75-day YouTube challenge. And if you haven't already, just start your 75-day YouTube challenge. There's so much benefit beyond getting views, and I'll explain all that to you in this video. So let's get started. Number one, the burning question is, how many views have I had over the first 37 days? And today's day 38. Over the first 37 days, I had 3.3 thousand views, which is solid. I'm actually pretty happy with that because essentially I've spent less than an hour a day and I've really just been creating content on the fly and just finding what I'm passionate about, because there's so much that I'm passionate about, and this has essentially helped me narrow down the focus of topics that I can speak to really easily, topics that I might struggle on, and then topics that people are really freaking interested in. And I've seen through these 3,500 views or 3.3 thousand views, I've seen the areas that are starting to hit and the areas that are not, which I think is extremely valuable, because I think a lot of entrepreneurs and people are like, I have an idea, and they go and perfect it just to find out that it won't work. And instead of wasting all that time, which I've done in the past, I'm like, let's just put a bunch of content out there that we're passionate about and we want to talk to and see how people respond. And then here's the truest magic of this. Even though there's only been 3.3K views, the one thing I've been focusing on is impressions, and here's why. I've had 95,000 impressions over the first 37 days, and making sure that the majority of my thumbnails have my picture on it. And the other thing I've been doing is I've been putting WKNDR Collective tees on a lot of these, because that is a brand that I'm starting and I've been really grinding out a ton of content for, and we're working on building the end of the foundation to launch it. But a lot of the content that I've been shooting on this channel is actually the prep to see what kind of content is going to hit on that brand. So essentially, I've been using this channel as more of a research and development through an active channel to see what aspects people are interested in, what aspects will bring them value. Not only that, I've been subconsciously marketing my brand to people, so when they see it hit off, it's going to have a little bit more of a natural feel to it. And this isn't, manipulating it any. It's just essentially knowing marketing and knowing branding, and essentially putting it out there in front of people and figuring out what they like, so that when we build the brand and when we launch it, they can be like, how are they hidden one after another? Like, you know, and there's a recipe to this stuff. So if you're somebody who's even like wanting to start a brand and stuff, like just creating videos around the topic in general and fine tuning it can be so important. And honestly, like the value this has brought me, I haven't even seen yet, because as we start building the WKNDR stuff, WKNDR Collective, it's already taking off based on the data and analytics I've gained from here of how we're targeting. But when we actually put the, pedal to the floor, it's going to be cool to see it. So I'm really excited about that. Number two is I've had 105 watch time hours, which I think is essentially what my YouTube channel was at the end of last year. So in 37 days, I've been able to match the exact same watch time and hours that I did the previous year, with probably half or even a quarter of the effort. Because before this, a lot of my content were these dope cinematic travel reels and experience videos that I spent so much time like perfecting and editing, and they were just getting like, one has up to like 5.2K views. It's the Sahara, or Little Sahara in Oklahoma, really cool travel vlog video. But essentially these videos I spent so much time on, like editing, curating, color grading, doing all this dope stuff to, was getting minimal views, and I was like, how frustrating, right? So then I wanted to create a solution for it, and that was this. Like, let's figure out what people want. Let's figure out what people will talk about. And ironically, in creating this content, people are seeing all the other content. So it's done a really good job marketing those creative travel videos through this content, rather than having to force it out there in a highly competitive market. Because essentially too, what I'm doing on these videos is I'm giving you the value that I've learned as a creative. I'm teaching you how to essentially bypass what took me so long to figure out, that I was stubbornly trying to learn on my own, and literally handing it out to you in ways that is like extremely important. And this goes beyond making the content. It's the value, how to value yourself as a person, how to create more value in your life, how to not be a freaking people pleaser, giving away your time and your energy, and how to create something that people respect, they want to be a part of. Those are really hard lessons, and I think a lot of the content that I poke into that stuff is also highly viewed on this channel as well, which I'm taking note of. Over the first 37 days, I've had 46 subs, so at least I've had one sub per video, which was initially my goal at the beginning. I was like, I at least want to get one sub per every video that I put out, so that essentially I know I'm gaining momentum. And getting 46 subscribers with the content I'm creating, I think they're really high value subscribers. And if you're one of these guys in this video who watches all my videos, there's one of these 46, like, comment below. Number one, I've been really trying my best to connect with anybody commenting on this channel and finding value in the content, because I think those are more valuable. If having 46 people who really find value in this content is more valuable than having, 100,000 that might just watch it for a couple minutes and take something away from it and continue their lives. Because like I said, I'm trying to build a community of people of like-minded who are going through the same struggles or are trying to find quicker solutions to the struggles that have essentially made me and built me to the person I am today. So like I said, if you're one of those people, comment below. I definitely want to connect with you guys more, because stuff that we're building in WKNDR Collective, like, it's going to be dope. And I think this all has been a big push to get the weekenders kind of attracting in. In the last 48 hours, I've had 130 views, which I think is pretty kick-ass. If I remember my analytics right, I didn't actually check these 100%, but previously on YouTube, I'd have about 40 to 60 views in the last 48 hours. So essentially, in the past 37 days, I've doubled my 48-hour watch time, which I think is significant. And I know these numbers aren't huge, guys, but like, starting somewhere is important, because essentially this is the biggest value, I think, of what I'm doing and what you can do if you do the 75-day YouTube challenge. Is like, you start creating brand authority on the #1 website in the world. And what do I mean by this is, like, the more times, and especially putting your face in a thumbnail, the more time people see you and you're hitting a niche or something that they're searching that's in the algorithm, they're going to start seeing you, they're going to start noticing you, and it takes a certain amount of time and impressions and the times that they see you before they get curious. And every time they see you, they're going to get a little bit more curious. They're going to get a little bit more curious. And as they continue to get curious, you're getting better. You're creating more content. And I think that is what I call, like, the content avalanche. Is essentially, like, if you keep creating content until a video goes off and goes viral, that's in the same kind of area or pool, like, when that one stone moves, all the other, like, or, that one piece of snow moves, like, it causes an avalanche. And these people are going to go through all your other videos. They're going to see all your other content. Like, they're going to dive into you as a creative. And if you're not a big, YouTuber yet, like, they're going to feel like, A, they found you, B, they're going to feel like they can connect with you. And I think that's a ton of value in being able to connect with people who haven't made it yet, who are extremely knowledgeable and valuable. Because even, like, guys, some of the channels I watch, I try to connect with these people on Instagram and YouTube, because they're extremely talented. And though they don't have the followers, they have more talent than the people who have a lot of followers. And specifically, a filmmaker I actually followed, Nick Marfing. Dude is like an epic resort hotel creative director for his company called Altamira Film Company. And I found this guy because he did an edit with one of my favorite DJs here in Kansas City, and I just wanted to connect with him. And I was like going to his Instagram, I was expecting to see like 150,000, 200,000 followers, and he had like 3,000. And I connected with him, and he's been one of my mentors through everything I've done in film and media, and actually helped me really get from being just a freelance guy shooting a bunch of everything with no value to, like, popping me up to doing these travel jobs, getting me excited, giving me like a blueprint, giving me a plan that he essentially built to get to where he's at. And like, Nick is still somebody that I conversate with a lot. And it was like finding somebody that talented and that creative and that dope without that many followers actually created a ton of value. And it's also created what I call like one of my Instagram friends, or somebody that I can like literally hit up that's in the niche, in the pocket. I can be like, dude, what are you guys doing for bigger projects? Or, this, like, anytime there's a question, I can hit them up. And that's also how I want to be with people watching this channel. Is like, how can I create value in other people's lives by simply being me and sharing what I love to do with the people who also might love to do it? Because I think the most frustrating thing is not being successful. But if you're judging your success externally instead of internally, you're going to be looking for that external success forever. But it really comes from the inside out. And overall, I'd say that's what this first 37 days has taught me. I was like, there's no difference in the content of what I'm creating that has a lot of views to minimal views. But what I've done through this whole process is like really kill that bug of needing external validation. And I've just started creating content that I'm passionate about, content that I want to share, content that is just like, it might have no purpose, but it's something I want to express, I want to create. And, this isn't only on YouTube, this is on Instagram. I'm working on a post on my computer right now that it's cool shots. Like, I'm just finding a vibe with some music. And I feel like it releases some kind of emotions that I can't even put words to. And I'm like, we don't need words to that. It's just, let's put it out there. It's dope as fuck. So it's really helped me recreate back to my creative expression and just being myself and putting out stuff that I want to create and connecting me back to essentially my why of starting, just to creatively express myself, to inspire other people, to be of value to myself and to others, to really just like create that little ripple effect in the world from what I know and what I've learned, and pass it on to the people who want to, follow the path I'm on, because everybody who's helped me get to where I'm at, I'm most appreciative for. And I don't believe anybody's self-made. And all these people who have helped me make myself to where I'm at now, I want to turn around and pass the favor on to anybody willing to watch this content and see value in it. Because if you're attracted to this, I think you're on a really cool path in life. And I think we're all going to find success in the near future through what we're doing, because it all goes back to what I previously said about believing in yourself and just creating what is real, what is authentic, and what you think you want to share with the world that'll help other people create the success that you have or maybe building towards. So guys, I think that's it. Besides that, I just say I'm really focused on narrowing my topics and ideas down and niching down more to the ideas that are going off, because I think that's the secret in doing a bunch of these videos, is having no strategy. As you start to create a strategy, because you're going to see what is working, what isn't working. You're going to see what you can create content in easier, which means you're more knowledgeable and you've processed and you've learned those lessons. And then you can essentially share those topics with people who are willing to learn and really build a pocket or a niche or a pool around a target audience with the specific problems and pain points that you're the expert in solving, and helping those people get to the next level in their lives. So guys, thank you so much. Peace out. Have a good day. And I hope you start on your 75-day YouTube challenge soon. Have a good one.